Game number 2, PSG.LGD. Oh my god, they're taking out Luke straight off the bat. I changed my mind. I'm going PSG.
Take it all back. It's too late. You're not allowed to do that.
Shit.
The fatal balls are 5. Oh my god, the AD damage is gonna come. Oh no. It was so anticlimactic. If there was an Earth Spirit up there, it goes like. You're dead.
I think.
Tell me what you think. Wait, I have to prepare first mentally.
You have to prepare first.
I'm ready. Give it to me. Give it to me straight.
Now I'm not confident. No, I've lost my confidence in saying that because you had to prepare mentally.
Yeah, because I need to be able to, like, absorb all the greatness. What do you mean?
Oh, you don't know when you put it like that. Yeah, well, you can in Minecraft.
I never played Minecraft.
Oh, come on.
Too advanced for me.
You guys want to start a hardcore server?
Yeah, please.
Build some stuff. I need friends, thanks. I'm just gonna say, I think this Earthshaker can kind of get a lot done. I'm wondering when he's gonna get the shard, the fissures from distance, the blink dagger. Come on and slam. It's Earthshaker, and welcome to that jam.
What I'm gonna say though is that Earthshaker is a lot worse of a laner against Terrapit than a lot of the other heroes that we spoke about. So that's where I'm a little bit worried. I'm just gonna give this Terrapit free time.
I guess maybe they will. It also kind of depends on, like, you just throw a stun and then you get damage from the Scrooge. I think you can maybe try and harass a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's just like Underlord is like a free win for the lane, for example, you know. Which he played a lot of Underlord in the past. Yeah, I know. I work hard.
Work hard. Yes. Play hard. Yes.
Why does it feel so good but hurt so bad?
This is a lot of damage though. Fatal Bonds and the reflection.
Yeah.
It's not fun to deal with.
And it's also the problem with Shaker, right? You are not really here once you go into a Hood or a Vanguard, so you don't go into an early ring of health, so you don't sustain the lane as easily. Could this be the reason end up losing B-Cup?
We'll have to find out on this episode of Dragon Ball GT.
Are they done screaming yet?
No. There's always screaming in GT. Because it was the good times.
There's always screaming in every Dragon Ball.
True. I'm waiting to see what Ame is going to give with the Spectre. Back when we used to see Ame on the Spectre meta, it used to be that early Ags, and he would get involved in these fights as early as he could. Try and snipe a couple kills if they were to, like, gank over bottom and then farm bottom, swap lanes, TP top, do his thing. I feel like he plays this hero at a very advanced level compared to some others.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like, Spectre sounds very easy on paper as they aggress on him right now.
I'd say that.
Flashback from last game.
Some trouble, especially with that Malefice.
Leave me alone.
Let me farm lane.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that every character hates playing against him. The free creep tonight is so obnoxious.
It's one of the strengths of Enigma, though.
Yes, but I don't want it to be.
Enigma not doing too terrible over bottom. Oh, only 10 blast hits, though. 11.
Yeah, Terrapit has double that.
Not exactly. He's only 7.
Alright, do you want to get into semantics?
Yes, I will get into semantics.
Oh yeah, cool. That's great, man.
very, very loved for the cast, I know. A lot of denies, though, for old 11. He's at 11 denies. Almost as many denies as Faith Beyond has CS.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a comeback path from the Dire. Like, you don't expect to snowball off the lanes, but the team fights have a massive advantage. Or you should, at least, have a massive advantage. A lot will come down to Paparazi, though. What can he make happen around the map? If a lot, game is potentially pretty easy. If not so much, those supports are gonna go feed.
Speaking of what Paparazi can do around the map, what about what nothing to say can get done around the map? He's onto the 302 build, which is that typical Zeus damage output build.
Yeah, I'm getting a bottle refill too. So now, like, my golden rule of Dota is if you get a bottle refill, you have to carry the game. So.
Just one bottle refill.
Yeah. It's unfair. It's a full bottle, basically. Paparazi doesn't have now. But of course, if he gets his refill too, that nullifies it.
You surprised at all that Earth Spirit's not coming off the lane?
He might with Ember level 6. It's just very hard to gank Zeus nowadays with that jump. Oh, one Ember 6 is an opening, but yeah, right now, not so easy.
Did you
Terrorblade me once, yes.
That Zeus has been picked in Terrorblade 6 times, and out of the 6 games, he's only won twice, so 33% win rate. It's a very small sample pool though, so can't really draw.
Was it a core Zeus or?
No.
Oh yeah.
Radiant's courier was caught in the
Also, of course, it can easily happen, right? Like, TB gets out of control, he gets like a blink tag, gets on top of Zeus, suddenly Zeus is just every time.
Yeah,
There's definitely ways to play around it.
Mostly being played as a mid laner, for the most part, honestly. So, from what we've seen, it's
the rune. No man gets rune. Oh my god! Wait, seeing Q got the fingers. Wow.
Yeah. No bottle refill for Paparazi. Yeah, I was gonna say they do have the Thunder God's Wrath, and say he's gonna use it. He's got the damage coming out of the Paparazi. Will take him out. So nothing to say. Finally getting the first kill post horn here.
He was literally just waiting at that rune the entire time. You're gonna come back. You have to.
golden thread.
Nice bishop block. Shaker already paying off? Probably not.
Not for now. He's going first item, Link.
Radiant's middle tower is
One round with blink? Okay. Interesting.
Very impactful early with the blink.
Look at Enigma. You guys already know what I'm gonna say. Like, they showed their Enigma first phase and they don't pick a good answer to it. Always makes me a bit mad, honestly. A little bit though. Have fun last hitting armor against 150 base damage.
And not too fun at the moment.
Ember Spirit is top. The Spirits are united against the Ember. Ooh.
They're gonna kick toward him like he does a black hole. It's gonna be used. The damage is coming out of PYW though for another assist. But if it comes through, he jump forward and he puts himself on a killing spree. Paparazi taking some damage as the slight. Live though, with no moving armor, so nothing to say he's in trouble. They've got Q coming over and the way up top. Nothing to say though, hit with the mouth fits and eventually should fall. And the slight is in. These heroes are here from the side of LGD and they are whiffing on going in Paparazi.
I can't believe they did that again. This game is looking pretty bad already for LGD, honestly. Spread sticking bottom against Terrorblade.
Ahmed's been black hole so much this series.
Yeah.
They often, there's often a lot of discussion in the scientific community about what the inside of a black hole actually looks like.
Oh, Echo Slam maybe?
Isn't he tough?
They'll use it. Half of Gold 11's health in damage, and there it is. That's the Ahmed classic to move to the lane to try and get involved in the kill. And he goes back towards bottom.
Ember classic. Okay.
Spectres, I feel like a lot of Spectres aren't as willing to use Haunt like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty massive cooldown on this. 3 minutes? I remember the data was just like 100 seconds. Oof, that was fun.
Well, like, it doesn't feel like many Spectre players would do that.
Yeah, I definitely think you should do it. Like, just off cooldowns, have an excuse to just be inactive and fun as well.
Also, like, if he thought he needed to switch lanes, he could have. It also gets him involved in the kill, so.
Oh, chip vest was true. That's gonna be a good farm enhancer.
A fitting bounty.
Should be sent back, right?
Do you like farm accelerator more or farm enhancer?
Yeah, I feel like it depends. PYW, trouble. I'll have to say, all right, that was an interesting move, and I kind of saw what he was doing. It didn't look as cool because nothing happened, but he was expecting PW to roll earlier. He was gonna heavenly jump in the way.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That was interesting. Paparazi invis, waiting for his moment. There's the slight, and he's back to me.
And gets a illusion. Not the best room, but not the worst room. TV's free farming, Spectre is struggling.
So,
Zeus is good. Oh, go ahead.
Wait.
Zeus is fine.
Yeah, it's gonna wait. So we keep seeing
that.
Oh my god.
Nothing to say is going to be putting down a lot of damage with the multi thrown by this Zeus thing to kill that DY. But the side of his nearing chains coming through onto Nothing to Say. They'll look for the roll, but there it is, Fate Beyond. He comes forward, lands the finish, get the kill on the PYW. They're taking out 11 minutes. 3 dead from the side of Xtreme Gaming. They haven't lost anything yet. There's the slide again to get the kill onto Y. They've got the searing chains and the damage in for Blue to get a second.
You're not to speak.
It's really not as bad. It's just, you might notice the Roshan's health keeps popping up on the screen. I was like, why is that happening? It's because Ember, every single time he goes to the water room, he's slide fisting the road to check for the tree protector. He's making sure there's no tree and trying to sneak up on him. So he's hitting the Roshan and triggers the automated Roshan health bar to show on your lovely screen.
Which is very cool, by the way.
It's very cool, yeah. It's super helpful during the rides. When you know he takes a bit of damage, it's a bit like, do we need to know this? Oh, well. Nice to hear that Roche is doing well, though, you know? We only ever hear about Roche when he's dying. Nice to hear he's just having a good time sometimes.
No, he's looking for a good time too, no man. It's Faith Beyond with the Blink Digger.
They might find him. They should know what camp he's in. And Blink pops him. Sure, the damage is in. Now I
jumped in on Zeus.
After this pop, see, he's going in. They've got the roll back connects. They have the silence. That magnetic grip. They also have the black hole placed down. In Q, Nothing to Say. They both die.
Yeah, and wasted half. There's 3 minutes cooldown again. Yeah, definitely a slight misplay from Zeus. Using the jump, do like 100 damage is oftentimes. It's a big investment, put it that way, because it's the only real saving spell you have.
So, no man, what's the timing on a normal Blink Dagger here for Earthshaker? There's probably not a lot of evidence in this patch. Is it being picked so infrequently, but that was like a 10-minute blink.
They're finding armor beacon.
Yeah, they want him.
He's too fast. What? They visioned it. Wait. So,
that was definitely the fastest out of the 4 Blink Daggers we've seen on Earthshaker in this patch. There's an average of 17 minutes. That's across position 3 and position 4. The fastest so far is 12 minutes, so yeah, he smashed that. But out of 4,
that was support probably, right?
Not that exciting.
Yeah, and most of them are support. So, and my catch, sync you here again.
I like that you said that he smashed it because it reminds me of Thornberry. Easy kill. Paparazzi getting credit for that. There are a lot of heroes down here bottom for Xtreme, so more space on the map for LGD to farm.
Yeah, this game could potentially get very interesting, like in the mid game, because Terrorblade counters Spectre, Zeus counters the Terrorblade, then you have the Ember who tries to get on top of Zeus, looking for all the 11, and find them. You know, press amount of damage. Over the roll,
and they have down Faith Beyond. He is very dead. A kick up, so Boulder Smash landed on the Y.
Double checking.
Place. They'll look for the chain. They don't get it. Heavenly jump away. Paparazzi's gonna chase down a Y, and Paparazzi's now unstoppable.
Under attack.
Yeah, his game is getting way out of hand. It's very close to BKB already. Once sets up, he just can jump on the Zeus and run him down basically. So that is what I was worried about for LGD.
Tower is under attack.
If this Ember has a way too good of a start, it could be very problematic.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, Zeus can kind of be fine. You get to like a somewhat quick level 15 because you get the 350 health talent. But until then, you're a sitting duck.
He's going for the shard. How much is that gonna amp his damage?
A lot. That shard is like something happened when they changed it to a shard where it now gets affected by spell amp, where previously it wasn't. So it actually did way more damage than it did before. It's always a massive shot to pick up. Especially against a hero like Terrorblade, where his illusions also take that bonus damage as extra damage.
You guys want a really great stat? You obviously already. There's Innocence and Paparazi having a bit of a fight here, and Innocence is going to go down, but anyway.
One-sided fight.
Super exciting stat. The highest hero damage hero on average. It's Zeus. Wow. The second.
Wow.
Hello? Who's the second highest?
Ember Spirit.
Spectre.
Wow.
I know, incredible, right? So,
I thought you were gonna say something like not obvious, so I didn't go with the Spectre.
yeah, no, it was obvious. I did preface it by saying.
But the first one.
Giving it a grip and a Fisher. We'll see if they find still surviving, but not for much longer.
Dire's
a lot of
middle
lockdown.
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Raid pack up again. I'm starting in the tower. He's also going for the pipes, purely tank. He's going for the I'm gonna run at you Enigma style.
Dire structures are.
Look at that Raid pack to him just standing there. Just looking at you. What can you do about it?
Tower is under attack.
No.
I think Blink Dagger is on the way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is here.
Skull on right back looks like straight out of the gym, honestly.
Yes. Also, pretty much every pro player agrees that this item should be removed from the game. Thoughts?
I'll hard agree. No, I'm never here to disagree with this.
Raid pack. Or triple ancient stack. Stolen by Lou as well.
I think Raid Pack would be cooler if you just walked on one hero and it followed that hero around. So it's like a targeted ability.
The fact that it's AoE is just way too imbalanced.
Yeah. Just make it on one hero and it follows them around, going like, you know, a creepy little flying skull facing you around. Oh my god, help me!
What's that?
Under attack.
Well, it is.
Dire structures are.
It's the Avenged Sevenfold logo, which I find really weird. That's the reference like 3 people in chat are gonna
Dire's
get.
bottom
Shout out
tower
to you
is
guys.
under attack.
I'm not one of them.
Radiant's bottom
I'm also
tower
in the
is
chat.
under attack.
Yes, you are, don't lie.
I've never been chat.
Who would ever be in chat at a time like this?
Black's not high enough in the mouth to talk in chat.
Radiant's top
I'm sorry.
tower is under attack.
None of us are, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, the average chat MMR is 12k. We all know that.
Oh really? I thought it was 13 at this point already.
Oh, yeah.
12K
I guess the
people?
average.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a 5 position, you got 12k.
Do you have something to say?
No, silence, and heavily jumps to it, get away, but the threatening forward, he's taken out by Paparazi. And this game is going out of favor to the side of LGD, but they do end up trading for QIW. The greatest trade, though.
Survivor Gonzuz if needed. Because there could be a massive Thunder Gods drop. Are you ready?
Can it be?
No.
Also, what I feel like makes Wraith Pact really strong is it reduces all damage. Right?
I mean,
Like that. It's not anything specific. It's not like it reduces just this damage or reduces just that damage. 30% is a lot of damage of all incoming damage.
yeah.
It's not like this or that. There's no... Wow, Blink Echo Plan. That was quickly committed. They're going to look to try and get Paparazzi with the Haunt also coming in. That was fast on the trigger for Phase Beyond, but... No.
Yeah, they needed that extra lockdown in the overgrowth for the Paparazi. Like, Spectre will kill the Ember Spirit if he's singled out in an overgrowth or something, but yeah. That's not gonna happen for another 2 minutes at least now.
Roll in, Paparazi in some trouble, Swarm is out, got the Wraith Pact again. So, if Wraith Pact reduces all incoming damage by 50%,
yeah.
Why would you ever build Crimson Guard Pipe instead of Wraith Pact? It just doesn't make sense to me that I don't like that. It's just Paparazi. Chase away.
But to be fair, it reduces the damage they deal by 30%, right? But it doesn't increase your mitigation. Yeah. I don't know how it works in that regard, but maybe if you get like 30% from pipe and reduce the extra 30, it's like it's just
that works actively, and that's why Underlord is so damn good, because you get 30% damage resistance when you come through his portal, and you then drop the base back total, which then makes it literally 60% flat damage reduction, rather than if you've got two sources of damage reduction on yourself, which would be stacked multiplicatively.
He is very, very, very dead on the screen already. And we'll end up falling. Time lapse, double damage on Paparazi, so it's time to run for LGD.
Wait, LGD gets smoked here? What are you gonna do, Become?
It's pretty big because they beat 2 and 3, and 3's like the most amount of losses you can have.
Wait, you stick before 3 at the end, right? That's the plan?
That's what I said are probably gonna be, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
What are they playing
attack.
after this?
I want everybody to be.
Who are they playing after this? Well, it's tough. It's tough. I'll tell you that much.
RNG and Asta. Oh, those two are left. Nice.
Yep. All the top 4 teams have left each other till last. So good luck.
Well, I was looking for an overgrowth just on POW. A little bit surprising that was who he's gonna overgrowth by himself. Also, Weaver was looking for the Rod Vatos, but he switched off to the Vessel and Veil.
What do you think about the pickup?
Well, with no charges on the Vessel, I think that's not great.
Yeah, honestly, the Vessel doesn't seem like super impactful this game. I really like what all the levels though. He's just going pure tank Nigma. Satanic second item on Terror level, I just saw that. That is ridiculous.
Lincoln overgrowth, and now they're going to try and use the Vaughn. Chaos Offering comes down, Stumble, they've got the Thunder God's Wrath. He's out from the Sade. They've got all the women dead already, but look at Ame. He's just ripped apart by Loki. This is pre-using the Aegis as well. Atheon falls without using the Echo Slam. Nothing to say, he's trying to get the damage pushed back Xtreme, but they're not scared. There's no reason for them to be. Looks like PYW might drop. Fortunately, they can't kill him even with the Storm on.
Shake up what back.
Clearing chains. Well, gonna buy back. Blue. Oh, the Echo Slam is a big win from Faith Beyond, and everything's just gonna fall apart from here. You bump back on Faith Beyond to have the Echo Slam, but it doesn't land it. They get the kill on a Y. It's a 7K lead now for the side of Xtreme.
What is happening with LGD right now?
Devastating from LGD.
Wasn't quite beyond the ball with that one.
Oof. That was,
Sorry, I'll stick with stats.
Quite off the mark from you. Your puns are very LGD-esque.
Tower is under attack.
Wow. I didn't know that could be an insult.
I don't think anybody would have thought it was an insult before now.
It's shocking, honestly. It really is.
A really bad echo.
I mean, it was also like a forced buyback. And not just him though, like everything is just off sync. They're not syncing up their spells together much at all. Like Arm went in and he was suddenly in by himself. You just told me about the classic Armor stuff. In, out, what happened?
Well, he went in and he got out. By dying.
Oh, I mean, yes.
But it's okay. I think he has one charge on the Spirit Vessel.
Yeah, it's also an interesting purchase. Veil 2 to amplify the Zeus's damage. Honestly, not what to say is like the last hope and a good echo.
Dire's bottom tower is
He really would love to have this axe, that's for sure.
And this Satanic on a Terribly is actually a genius. This is
Never even lost the Aegis.
yep, bring down. And then Enigma picking him up as well.
Dire's bottom
Oh
tower
boy.
has fallen.
GQ.
Fine.
And interestingly, on the stats front, Lou is actually closing in on highest last hits record, currently set by Godkick. Still a little bit of way to go, but online goes on late, and they might get there. So let's cut down. The last hit, please.
Looks like Radiant closed the
Technically on that kill, yes. He's right now at 322 last hits. What the number?
Funny number.
Crazy.
Dire's bottom tower
Got a
has
12
fallen.
and more last hits to Inspector.
No, but he's also terrible.
Well, don't ruin my fun.
Sorry.
No problem.
I'll buy you an ice cream next time.
Ooh, what flavor?
Whatever you want. I can't choose what you like.
True. Cookie dough, it is.
Cookie dough's fine, yeah, that's good. I'm a big vanilla fan personally.
And it's vanilla ice cream with cookie dough chunks in it, so it's gonna work out.
Alright, yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is
I can do that.
Ame gonna have the Scotty come next fight, and it looks like nothing to say. If given a little bit more time, we'll have the Nimbus from the Axe.
Yeah, so there is still a lot of burst damage to be had from the Dire side, right? So, don't count them out just yet. I'm just a little bit worried that I'm not going to get fight started at all.
He just why? Juking, trying, and dead.
tower is under attack.
It's just, for them to get that kind of burst damage, what they want to turn this fight around, they really desperately need to be in sync. Like, if you're not in sync, it's just
It's smoked up. Shit,
gonna work out at all, right?
Yeah, maybe they think they want to fight with the tree and down, and that's what but they have to be careful. They don't force it too much, because that's very tanky in the front line there.
Like, obviously, if they want to be in sync, everybody wants to be Justin Timberlake.
Oh, the BKB is good.
Gonna work out. Beyond, Undergrowth comes in. They'll survive for now. They'll go to the haunt. They look for P1W. They get the kill there on the Earth. Set series change.
Could be what they needed. No spirits.
Getting run down. They've got the spirits on, and they'll get to LGD.
Wow.
Finally,
Okay.
for nothing to say, getting so much gold from that kill.
Yeah, 1,000 gold his way, absolutely insane. And he's the Aeroblade counter. So, yeah, very well done by them. Paparazi really overstepping his boundaries there. Thought he had way more damage than he really did. Like, he itemized into Kaya Sanj, which isn't a whole lot of damage. It really is. Like, it's not like a Castellator or something. So, struggled, killed the Earthshaker.
Roche
ultimately was taken down.
Potential.
Very nice. I still question the decision of not going BKB though on the Shaker. To see if we can get one soon or not.
I don't really know how much I like this ag from Faith Beyond.
Yeah, same.
I don't really...
It's nice to snowballing. If you're behind, it's very rough to get.
It was rough to get. I don't really know what it accomplishes for him.
Same. I mean, like the reason why it's so nice when you're snowballing is because it gives you like a farming spell. Because it adds cleave to the totem. It's kind of one hit away. Yeah, if you're like this with brown boots, just one chain on him could still doom. Even though there's no doom.
Not yet. Not yet, there's not. Psychic Headband, that feels great for Xtreme. We'll see who they end up passing that over to if it doesn't just stay on old 11. And for right now, it looks like it will stay on old 11. Gives them a pretty decent range on the Malefice. And they're setting up to control the Roche area.
Yeah, Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Second get them for both sides, and a Titan Sliver for Dire.
But you can see, right? The damage they deal on the Dire is still very significant. You're never gonna be losing damage. Just can they get the good initiation or not? Yeah.
You can go refresher, but I like this switch. If heroes get on top of him, and he needs another way out other than just having to jump. Remnant found faith on. They spot him, and they're going to get that kill. He's 52 seconds. That's not exactly going to line up with Roche back in 15, which will mean he's back in 30 afterwards. However, at the moment, Xtreme are not...
The hero is going to expire, though.
Roche, yeah, it's going to expire, so they won't see this at the moment.
They're not going to high ground. Against Trian, this doesn't do anything, though. If you don't get this tower, might as well try it.
It's just wasting time, but they don't think that Roche is up at the moment.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nimbus down to try and deter them, but that Nimbus quickly dispatched.
They have Glyph now.
And will they Glyph it? They do.
Dire locked down.
So then Glyph, it's starting to heal because they're there. They want to stick with it. They got the side effect steering chains. And now the heavenly jump to taking some damage, but they'll get the tower. So that's exactly what they needed.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yeah, I'm
attack.
surprised they didn't commit to the defense a little bit more.
Well, Ami at the moment is farming a butterfly.
Radiant's middle tower
I guess maybe just trying to slow it down and slow them down from going to Roche as well.
Has fallen.
It's a BKB now on Enigma, so you have to be careful with Spectre.
Echo could have been an option there for Faith Beyond. Didn't quite see everybody. Well, they're going to try and make the move. They've got the Nimbus down with the BKB being popped by Paparazi. They're looking for Zincu. He's in the Nimbus. The Midnight Pulse is in, and he's rooted, killed, gone.
No BKB and Paparazi now for a minute. So he has to be careful.
Things a little scarier for them, especially if they want to go into Roche, and they do.
What, they just go to the pit like this? There's no BKB and Paparazi. Yeah. They're giving it out.
Middle tower is under attack.
A distance, looking for an opportunity, but he's going to be spotted. The roll comes in. They can't lose back beyond here, and he'll drop with no buyback.
And his game has been super rough.
I don't know if he wants to commit the buyback, but I mean, Xtreme have done the little things right to get this Aegis, to get this shard. LGD never really looking like they were gonna go for that Roche.
You remember my last the question in my last game? Our last game that we just did?
With Faith Beyond?
No, I meant like when it was last we have seen a bad game like that from him. Look at Beer now. Like, his game is atrocious.
8 and 10, yeah.
Yeah, like he has not had a game like that in, I want to say, almost forever. Like even his Mars games where it didn't go super well, they're way better than this. Next wonder what's happening.
So, Spectre does have the butterfly going. Basher next. You had Y pushing the bottom lane. But LGD, they're on their heels.
Oh, I almost MK'd down already terribly, so hopefully I won't do anything.
Not really sure they have the chase.
A golden thread.
Not really sure you want to fight into an Aegis either.
Yeah, fights are very difficult from this point onwards.
It really needs to be perfect. They're going to look to get Y. Y's taking a lot of damage immediately. They go to the buttons to kill him. Quite a bit. The chaos offering is in. They'll take out Y. They'll take out DY. 2 years dead on the side of Xtreme Gaming with Black Hole being used. They lots of time to stay with the BKB. Look at the heavenly jump, but the damage is there from Blue to make sure this Zeus ends up dead. Faith Beyond's on the run. He's got the Fatal Bonds on him. He'll smoke himself up. Look over at Ame. They're going to continue to chase him. The buyback coming up from DY. Faith Beyond maybe looking for a way to get him in, and he'll jump. He'll echo, but he just does not have have the follow-up damage. They'll time-lapse, they'll sunder, they'll steering chain. He's on the lockdown, he's on his Zingu. They take out this Seaver. I guess in a way it's okay by getting Ame out alive, but you've now blown pretty much everything and have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, and on Terrible, pretty much free to just take your buildings up in, what, 40? Might be 2 sides. We're gonna free him, but he can't delay that much. He's gone. I'm shocked. And Xtreme actually make LGD look this bad.
Dire's middle barracks have fallen. Dire's middle barracks have fallen.
Didn't expect that when the series started, honestly.
Under attack.
No, I didn't.
Then again, I didn't expect LGD to boost to VG or even either.
Yeah, and Sally doesn't look like Luke's going to overtake the current GPU scored on Terrorblade, which is currently held by Kaiko from Shenzhen at 1000 GPU. 1009 to be exact. But yeah, this game too quickly for that to be reached. But maybe, you know, if LGD hold on in here and don't just lose the game right now. Still some hopium that we get a record.
Oh, we got Zeus at least, but yeah. They're not getting.
Reeves.
Knocking very aggressively.
Miss. With the shard, they're trying to get the lockdown here. Going to the time lapse. Little heaven. It's a nice black hole for the moment, but they still have ages for another minute and 15. They can continue to knock on the door of this top rack for as long as they really want while that age is up. What can he do? He's about to be level 25. Like, is that even enough? He wants the Basher. Doesn't feel like free reign in this game at all.
Yeah, Spectre can't carry Terrorblade. Like, it's a direct counter matchup in the carry department, and he's like 10,000 up ahead. So, Steel Bash is already there to counter his Dispersion. MKB is there to counter his Butterfly. Whenever Spectre is in the fight and TB's next to her, she's gonna blow up.
It's pretty far forward. The Fissure comes down. They'll heavily jump back. They've got the totem that's going to continue to get that lockdown. They go into the Metamorphosis. Back protection is up, and now it's gone. So Lou taking damage. There's the Nimbus, but he's got the Satan. The Satan bought it the second time. They'll go to the Humble, try to get the damage out on the Luke, but it's going to be there. The BKB pop, they get the gun to DY. Back in the last fight, but they take out Y. So now, without this tree, without the living armor, do they have enough survivability to go back in and get these heroes from the side Xtreme gaining? They lost the ages. There's the black hole. It's on Ame. They also have themselves going into the Echo Slam to get through the king. And now Ame trying to survive. They got the totem forcing it beyond a PYW. The bottom being used by Paparazi now using the remnants to try and run, but they've also got that to deal with BKB. Paparazi on the run, and Fissure doesn't land. Paparazi, he's out. He is gone. But they did get loot. They did get a little bit here from the side of LGD. I don't know if it's really enough to hold. Both racks are still up. Cost them the buyback on Ame, though.
Yeah, but at least the game is still on, right? If Spectre reaches like this 6-star territory, it can get very scary. Yeah. That's just, can they ever reach critical mass against Terrorblade? Is the real question. Zeus and Faith Beyond, they worked very well together there. Like, nice chain stuns, combination of spells. If all that had been the case a little bit earlier, Ame would probably, you know, be a little bit happier in the state of the game.
I do just want to point out that there's no reason for Ame to buy back in that fight. Like, the fight was over. He fought back to try and kill M3, who just Ember-spirited away, you know? So, they've given them a win condition on Xtreme Gaming as much as good as this defense looks. Like, I feel like that buyback just makes... it just leaves a bad taste in the mouth.
Yeah, the thing is, though, with the buyback, if they do get that kill on Paparazi, that's a big amount of gold Ame could have gotten. Like, it would have been worth the buyback. Like, yeah, he's got the death timer. You have to go all out, and you have to get Paparazi there. He's just having free reign of the game.
Well, what happened is, now they don't have buyback, so Ame is going to be very scared. He's going to a heart next. Scar into a vessel.
A golden ring.
Yeah, she also very rough. there for a lot of ways. Like, I feel like everything he's itemizing into is already sort of countered. Nothing to say needs... Yeah, because they have Vessel as well as Skadi.
Right, and the Midnight Pulse as well, right?
Yeah. What they need really is a Timeless Relic for this. So you can carry the game.
Xtreme doesn't have a Skadi.
I don't? Yeah. Oh, Terrible didn't go for one. I just assumed he did. Never mind.
Showing up the other way. Nothing to say. He's going to use that heavenly jump. Down on the other side of the fight, Paparazi kind of clips himself with that blink dagger and now gets the Remnant down to the low grounds. And Q looking to stun a little bit. It's an awkward fight. Blink Echo Simon. So he's going to land on the one that got themselves on as well as the chaotic offering coming out. But they get the count to DY as well as all 11 back immediately. The dunk right on top of UW. Looking for the fissure. Ame's got the damage coming out with Paparazi pop for the BKB. That got Wu coming over there with a BKB of another one. It is well. There's the overgrowth. It's a perfect do we place overgrowth. They're still trying to get the damage out of PYW. Though Chase with the wall. Side of face coming out. PW ends up dead. Beat beyond. Got the BKB. Not nothing to say. Why on the run? But Magnetize gets the kill there. It's actually, I believe, Paparazi who finishes him off. Because he's got that shard. So the damage over time from that Remnant is what finished him. Ame survives.
Making things work on LGD now, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Like, the initiations are good, the way they use his belts are good, like that instant pull cancel couldn't have been any more perfect. Maybe they're on something here.
Potentially.
Any place where Zeus is gonna be big. And he's there very soon. Almost on Weaver up as well. See what Timeless Relic are for the wrong team? No.
Yeah, if that was for the Zeus, that could have been massive.
Zeus has too much health still. Goes into the AoE Lightning Bolt.
47 seconds till Roche is up.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty hard to contest. If LGD can win that fight there, maybe they're even ahead of the game, in the game. But they need to get those neutral items. Like, Timeless Relic on Zeus is... It's just... If they can find it, can make a very, very big difference.
And they're starting to get things done, right?
Yeah. It's just so hard to get out of place with, like, two sides down against Terrorblade, because the healers have to keep pushing and everything. Mega annoying. Refresher now on the Ember, so he has 10 remnants, potentially. 4 Sleight of Fists also instantly. And of course, you got that Timeless Relic.
Prism
Flicker. Uh-oh.
Ame level 26, he's got this heart, he's going into the Bloodthorn next. The buyback situation is yes on Terrorblade and Zeus, yes on Warlock and Treant, so openings for both teams in terms of if somebody dies, right?
Yeah. Spectre's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
Plus, of course, you can always just hold back into the fight if you have a die.
Spectre's buyback on cooldown for another 2.5 minutes.
That could be the very big one. Terrorblade from Terrorblade?
Yeah. You need to make a move, it feels like, if you're the side of LGD, they'll get a Remnant out there. If they can make the move, yeah, especially with that dart. He does have the ability to cancel those blink daggers.
The could burst loot, they have a Hex.
And they've got the Fissure blocking him inside the pit. See how comfortable he is with that. He's going to put himself a Swarm. They go over, they look inside of as well as the Seer Chief. They've got the Chaotic Offering coming out as well as the Magnetic Grip against the Shikuchi. It's not going to matter. Shikuchi's going down for 15 seconds. There's a buyback. He misses in. Although left with BKB, he runs away with this BKB. But they're chasing these people. Got a block on over the Fissure coming in from beyond. They get the cover one. They're going to take it a stay out. The side of LGD has got the security chains. That will take him out. There's the There's no buyback on Ame. He's dead for 2 minutes. It's a triple kill for Blue. And he ends up surviving it all. And they'll be going into Roshi to claim their prize. There is no Ame for 2 minutes. Buyback's on cooldown still for another minute and 9.
That's kind of what I spoke about, right? Like, as soon as Terrabridge was on a blade, yeah, like his health didn't really drop down. Terrabridge appears in front of him, he's just dead.
In bits.
Paparazi. Defense, nothing to say now. He has no buyback, he has a refresher, which is bought out. If he dies, it's game over. I might even get over with him alive, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a really 2 Thunder God's Wrath at the moment to refresh. Got the Remnant down, doing that burn damage, living armor on the Zeus. He's trying to keep himself alive. And Paparazi, it's going to be them against Mega. The question is, how deep can LGD go? They finally using Q back up. They'll look over at DY. The roll is in. They'll look for the boulder smash. I'm going to think it's the BKB off the heavily jump. They've got the name down right around POW. Pops the BKB to go to the Thunder Gods. The hand is being popped on DY. They've got damage with the Thunder Gods to get the kill, but they're going to be losing these Q4 towers. He's going to be gone with the turnaround. Oh my god. Beyond Earthshaker, and they're going to try and get this zone. Over Beyond, looking for something to try and knock down Blue, but got the buyback coming out from Paparazi Ember. He gets the gun on to say he doesn't have buyback, but they've got Ame in just 30 seconds. Blue continuing to hit the base. They're looking, but they've got the overgrowth. She's trying to do the damage to Paparazi, holding on and controls on Beyond. Blue now right-clicking without the metamorphosis. Now Paparazi gets the kill on a Beyond to get contact, and that will be the throne going down in Xtreme